In this video, we will be finding the perimeter of polygons that have equal sides. Now, a polygon that has all equal sides is called a regular polygon. And so I'm going to put this here at the top of our page. Regular polygons have all equal sides. So that's an important feature of a regular polygon for you to remember. Now, a polygon might have a couple equal sides, but not all equal sides, in which case it would not be a regular polygon. So we're going to start here by going through and finding the perimeter of these polygons. And if we look at the directions, it says label the unknown side lengths of the regular shapes below, then find the perimeter of each shape. So because they are regular polygons, and it says that right in the directions, we know that all the sides are equal. So regular means all the sides are equal. And they want us to label each side. So I'm going to do my best to do this, and you might want to do it on your sheet as well. I'm going to see if I can find a font that's small enough for me to do that. Okay, that should work. And once we find or label all our sides, we'll find that it's easiest to use multiplication to find the perimeter of these regular polygons. So this polygon has 7 sides, and a 7-sided polygon is called a heptagon. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if we count the sides. And we could add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. We could add 8 inches 7 times, or we can write this multiplication sentence. We can write, I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see it. We can write 7, which is the number of sides, times 8 inches, which is the length of each side, and get our answer. And so 7 times 8 is 56 inches. And that's how we find the area, or the perimeter rather, of a regular polygon. So I'm going to go ahead and put my answer in this blank there. 56 inches. And let's go on to B. All right, so the first thing you want to do following the directions is label the missing side lengths, or the unknown side lengths. So if one side of this regular polygon is 7 feet, all the sides will be 7 feet. Okay. Now we have a triangle, 3 sides. It's a regular triangle because all the sides are equal. So the number sentence we could write, go ahead and try that on your own. Okay, 3 is the number of sides multiplied by the length of each side. So it's equal groups, boys and girls, which is multiplication. So 3 times 7 feet equals, if you got 21 feet, you are correct. And then we can go up here and we can put our answer in the blank, 21 feet. All right, let's go on to C. C is a regular polygon. You know it best by the name square. So it's a 4-sided figure where all the sides are equal and 4 right angles. So it's a square. Go ahead and label your missing side lengths. If one side is 9 meters, then the other sides will be 9 meters. And then come down underneath your answer spot and go ahead and write your number sentence. And hopefully you came up with this number sentence. There are 4 sides. So we're going to take 4 as the number of groups times 9 meters is the size of each group, or the length of each side. And when we multiply 4 times 9 meters, we get 36 meters. Very good. And we can go back up here and put 36 in our blank. Okay, so again, you could add 9 meters plus 9 meters plus 9 meters plus 9 meters. It would give you a longer number sentence. You would still arrive at the same answer if you were able to add those four numbers correctly, but it's quicker and easier to use multiplication with these regular polygons. Okay, go ahead and count the sides for D. And based on the number of sides, what would you call this polygon? Okay, very good. There's 5 sides, so we would call it a pentagon, and it's a regular pentagon because all the sides are equal. So they just call them regular when all the sides are equal. So I'm going to go ahead and do what the directions say and label each side. And now that I have 5 sides and each one is 6 inches long, I can go ahead and write my number sentence. So go ahead and write your number sentence and see what you get for your perimeter of this regular pentagon. Probably should be writing P equals, good habit to get into. P equals, we have 5 sides multiplied by the length of each side. And our answer will be 30 inches. Okay, and I'm going to go back just because probably should have done this at the beginning, written P equals on each one of these number sentences. And the last one. All right, all those polygons had the same side lengths for all their sides. I'm going to clear my board and we're going to go down to the bottom of the page. And now we're no longer working with a regular polygon, but we all know what this shape is called. It's a 4-sided polygon with 4 right angles, and it is a rectangle. And what do we know about rectangles? We learned this earlier in the year. We learned the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So the directions say label the unknown side lengths of the rectangle below, then find the perimeter of the rectangle. So again, first thing we're going to do is label the unknown side lengths. If this side is 2 centimeters, then this side will be 2 centimeters. And if this side is 7 centimeters, then this side will be 7 centimeters. Now, you probably remember multiplying the side lengths, but we multiply the side lengths when we're finding the area. When we're finding the perimeter, we add the side lengths because we are looking for the distance around the shape. Okay, so we're going to write our P equals here, and we can do 2 different number sentences for this. We could write P equals, we start with the one side, 2 centimeters plus 7 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 7 centimeters. So we could certainly do that, and we could get our answer. Whoops. Having a hard time with my keyboard here, boys and girls. Okay, if we add 2 centimeters plus 7 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 7 centimeters, we will get 18 centimeters. That is the perimeter of that shape. But we could also do it another way. I see 2 sets of 2 centimeters and 2 7 centimeters. So we could also write this for our number sentence to find the perimeter. We could write P equals 2, in parentheses, actually, let's use some parentheses here. P equals, parentheses, 2 times 2 centimeters in one set of parentheses. And then we would add to that the other 2 sides, so it'd be another 2 sides times 7 centimeters. That would be in our second set of parentheses. And we could figure out what that equals. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 7 is 14. So 4 plus 14 also gives us 18 centimeters. So 2 different ways for you to find the answer, boys and girls. Whatever way makes the most sense to you. I kind of like to use the multiplication and the parentheses to show what I'm doing. What does the 2 times 2 centimeters represent? The 2 short sides. What does the 2 times 7 centimeters represent? The length of the 2 longer sides. All right, now we're going to go into some word problems. I'm going to clear my board and we'll go on to the next page. Okay, this says David draws a regular octagon and labels a side length as shown below. Find the perimeter of David's octagon. Okay, so the important thing in there is it is a regular octagon. An octagon means 8 sides, and the fact that it's regular means all the sides are equal. So I could label each side 6 centimeters, but I'm not going to take the time to do that, but I'm going to write a number sentence to find the perimeter. So I'm going to write P equals. Now I know because it's an octagon, there's 8 sides. So I have 8 groups of 8 times, and one side is 6 centimeters. And if I do 8 times 6 centimeters, I would get, that's right, 48 centimeters. Okay. So what does 8 represent? 8 represents the number of sides. What does 6 centimeters represent? 6 centimeters represents the length of each side. And if I multiply 8 sides times 6 centimeters for each side, I will get a total perimeter all the way around the shape of 48 centimeters. Last thing we need here, because it's a word problem, we do need a target sentence. So find the perimeter of David's octagon. The perimeter is, it's a simple target sentence, 48 centimeters, period. All right, that was easy enough. Okay, let's go on to number 4. 4 says, Paige paints an 8-inch by 9-inch picture for her mom's birthday. What is the total length of wood that Paige needs to make a frame for the picture? So I'm picturing in my mind a picture, and pictures are usually rectangles, sometimes they're squares, and I know with my information that is given to me, or my knowns, that it's an 8-inch by 9-inch picture. So an 8-inch by 9-inch picture. So I need to draw that, and I'm picturing a rectangle, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a rectangle. Before, in the previous problem, they had our drawing ready for us, all set. Okay, and there's my 8-inch by 9-inch frame. And I'm going to label the side lengths. So my shorter side will be 8 inches. And the opposite side will be 8 inches because it is a rectangle. And then my longer side will be 9 inches. Always important to think about that when you're labeling boys and girls, that you make sure your labels make sense. Okay, so 2 ways, again, we can find this perimeter of this rectangle. We can write P equals, and we can add up all the sides. So we could write P equals, we could write 9 inches. So go ahead and write your number sentence as well. You have 4 numbers you're adding for the 4 sides. Hopefully your number sentence looks something like this: 9 inches plus 8 inches plus 9 inches plus 8 inches. And if you add all of those, 9 and 8 is 17, and 9 and 8 is 17, and I'm going to add 17 and 17 and get 34 inches. All right, and if you need to use your algorithm on the side of the page, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, now there's another way we could write this number sentence. I see in my number sentence 2 9s and I see 2 8s. There are 2 side lengths that are 9 inches, 2 side lengths that are 8 inches. So I could shorten my number sentence and use some multiplication to help me solve this. So I could first start by saying there are 2 sides that are 9 inches. Put that in parentheses. And then to that, I could add the 2 sides that are 8 inches. And those parentheses show me how I'm going to multiply. So if I have 2 times 9, that is 18, and 2 times 8 inches is 16 inches. And so then I'm taking 18 and 16 inches. And if you do your algorithm on the side of your page, you will also get 34 inches. So I'd like you to take a minute and think about, which method do you like better? Do you like adding all 4 side lengths, or do you like multiplying by 2 the number of side lengths that are the same length? I kind of like the second strategy better. And last but not least, it is a word problem, so we do need a target sentence. It says, what is the total length of wood that Paige needs to make a frame for her picture? We will say the total length of wood she needs is, and we came up with 34 inches. Don't forget, boys and girls, how important it is to dress up your numbers. All right. Okay, let's look at the last word problem here. It says, Mr. Spooner draws a regular hexagon on the board. One of the sides measures 4 centimeters. Giles and Xander find the perimeter. Their work is shown below. Whose work is correct? Explain your answer. So I'm going to underline what I know here. And I know that it's a regular hexagon. And as soon as I see hexagon, I'm going to put a 6 above there because I know hexagon has 6 sides. Regular means all the sides are equal. All right, so if one of the sides measures 4 centimeters, what number sentences could I write? Let's draw a hexagon just to help us picture this shape that Giles and Xander are working with. So the way I like to draw a hexagon, boys and girls, is I like to draw 2 trapezoids. Without the middle line, okay? If you wanted to draw 2 trapezoids like this, and then just erase your middle line, you can do that as well. Okay. And now let's go ahead and label our side lengths. Our side lengths are 4 centimeters each. So go ahead and do that. And when we get done, we should have 6 sides that are labeled 4 cm. All right. So these guys have already written our number sentences for us. And Giles wrote perimeter equals 4 centimeters plus 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 4 centimeters. In other words, he added 4 centimeters 6 times, 1 for each side length of that hexagon. If you look at Xander's work, he wrote perimeter equals 6 times 4 centimeters. Notice they both got 24 centimeters, so that shows that they agree with the same perimeter. But whose work is correct? Well, I think we can say that both of their work is correct because one used repeated addition and added the 6 side lengths, and one used multiplication to multiply the 6 side lengths that were the same. So let's go ahead and write a target sentence here, and you can write your own. You don't have to write the same one that I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to write both of their work shown is correct. And it says explain why. I know because all the sides of the hexagon are equal. Okay, so they can use repeated addition or multiplication. So I kind of ran out of room over there. I'm going to put the rest of my explanation up here. So they can use either repeated addition or multiplication. Okay, and I kind of ran out of room, so I'm going to abbreviate that. All right, boys and girls, and that's really finding the perimeter of regular polygons and also rectangles, where not all the sides are equal, but they have 2 sets of sides that are equal. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you found that lesson helpful.